oceans are significantly impacted by climate change. And we are currently making great efforts in protecting the oceans. Marine conservation programs, blue economy programs, maritime protected areas are all great initiatives. But there's something missing here so far. That is attention for how the new protection regimes will actually be enforced.
Safeguarding the maritime environment is a vital element of maritime law enforcement as it contributes to protecting the economic resources of a state. It also ensures that rule of law is maintained across the oceans.
With rising sea levels, most likely what we're going to see in the near future are new expressions of blue crime and different patterns of that. That quite obviously poses significant challenges and new tasks for maritime law enforcement around the world. To give you one example, Palau has one of the largest marine protected areas. It is a small island state. It has limited capacity, but now on top of it, it is in charge to protect this large marine protected areas. It requires law enforcement capacities on quite a significant level.
GMCP is conducting an assessment on the impact of climate change and rise in seawater levels on maritime law enforcement infrastructure such as piers, jetties and precincts in Palau, Kiribati and Tuvalu in the Pacific. This assessment will also look at changes to coastline and impact on patrolling patterns and navigation.
More tourism, in particular in the South Pacific Islands, will imply more ships coming to these waters, and ships can carry invasive species. And that quite obviously carries significant risks for the marine environment. Think about sharks, think about turtles. These are threatened by invasive species. There are very good and solid international regulations, but as we all know, regulations are only good when they're actually being enforced, and that requires a significant capacity.
The GMCP assessment will also examine issues relating to the transfer of invasive species and pathogens due to the movement of marine craft. The issue of maritime biosecurity is vital to maintain the indigenous ecosystem in pristine environments of the Pacific Island states.
But how can we, with very limited seagoing capacities, actually enforce the law in these areas? There's a solution, and the solution is to work with artificial intelligence, new surveillance technology, satellites, and machine learning.
GMCP is combining advanced technology, in particular satellite technology, with maritime law enforcement capability to protect the marine environment in the ocean space. In doing so, satellite data is used to track vessel movements across marine protected areas, which provide an added advantage to maritime law enforcement agencies to undertake efficient deployment and patrolling patterns.